Hey everybody, yesterday we talked about the CDC director's removal after just being on the job for weeks. And I think there's a lot of broad bipartisan concern about that. But at the same time, something else happened, and I think it's just as explosive and honestly a direct threat to your family's health. So let's talk about it. Dr. Demetre Daskalakis, one of the nation's top vaccine experts, resigned, and his letter brutal. He says the administration is silencing scientists, hiding data, and rolling out life or death policies on social media before CDC experts even see the evidence. Imagine that. Your child's health decided in a tweet, not in a lab. And this isn't just a policy, it's people's lives. And the second you accept politics over science, you put every family in America at risk. So ask yourself, what happens if your toddler gets measles because the vaccine schedule was gutted for politics? What if your pregnant sister can't get a shot that would have protected her and her baby? What if your 70-year-old dad goes to the pharmacy and is told he doesn't qualify for the vaccine that could have kept him out of the ICU? And what happens next? What happens when your kid's asthma flares after COVID sweeps through your house and the CDC scientists who used to fight for protections were silenced? Because politics? What if your insurance refuses coverage because the advisory committee that guaranteed it was dismantled on Twitter? This isn't some DC drama. This is about your family at the kitchen table. Viruses don't care if you're Republican or Democrat. They only care if you're vulnerable. And if science is sidelined, we're all vulnerable. So here's what I think this means in real life. If you're under 65 without a serious condition, you may be told you don't qualify for a COVID shot this fall. Kids under 5, Pfizer's authorization pulled. Pregnant people forced to fight insurance companies or pay $150 out of pocket. That's not reform. This is not supported by science. This is against the scientific community, and that's gambling with America's families. And Daskalakis makes it clear the CDC never even got the data behind these changes. This wasn't a mistake, it was deliberate. His words, enough is enough. So remember, this is the same scientist who helped lead us through HIV, Mpox, and COVID. If he's walking away now saying that the CDC is being turned into a political weapon, we need to listen. Because without real science, the results are obvious. More outbreaks, more hospitalizations, more funerals that never had to happen. And the bigger picture, 17 vaccine committee members fired in a tweet, replaced with political loyalists, no debate, no transparency, no accountability. So if you supported this administration because you wanted accountability, ask yourself, is hiding the data accountable? If the science is so strong, why won't they show it? Should we use their political leanings to make decisions about our health? And if you're on the other side, don't just make this about scoring points. Make it about the parent at CVS being told their kid isn't eligible. Make it about the pregnant woman who can't afford a $150 shot. Make it about your immunocompromised neighbor who can't wait for politics to catch up with reality. This isn't abstract, it's life and death. And the second you accept politics over science and public health, you put every single family in America at risk. I'm Sean, I represent federal employees. Follow me for unfiltered truth on issues impacting federal employees and the work they do, because what's happening, I think, at the CDC today will decide how safe your family is tomorrow. And, when I think about all of this, would you go to a doctor who didn't trust science and just went on personal feelings? I don't think so. Should RFK Jr., who's leading HHS, be leading it when he's just a lawyer, doesn't particularly have a strong science background, and appears to be putting feelings over science? I think it's a good question to ask. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Thank you, everybody, for your support. Take care and have a good day.